is style? Well, it's definitely not the same as fashion. Fashion is a series of constantly moving and changing trends. Style is different. Style is a defined visual language that is unique to the individual. While fashion changes, style remains relatively consistent. There was a time where I definitely had no defined style, and as a result, I often felt like I had nothing to wear. But over the years, I started putting time into figuring this out, and I did manage to transform my wardrobe full of fashion pieces into a wardrobe full of style elements. So let's chat about the essential elements of a complete style overhaul. The first step really is wardrobe analysis. If you want to figure out your style, first you need to actually look at what you wear in your current existing wardrobe. The easiest way to do this is to keep some sort of a wardrobe diary if you don't already instinctively know which pieces you are drawn to the most. A wardrobe diary is really simple. You keep it for a number of days or weeks. I would say probably 30 days to start with is good. You can do it by hand, you can type it. You just need space for the day, the date, the description of what you are wearing. Every day you briefly list what you are wearing and how it makes you feel. It's important to analyze what you have, but it's also important to analyze what you actually enjoy wearing. At the end of the month, you need to tally what you wore and see which pieces really are getting the most wear in your wardrobe. And before I get any further, it's been a while. It's been a minute since I've posted a video here. And yes, this is definitely me, not some sort of an AI scam. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Patricia. I live in coastal Western Australia. My passions are style, health, and travel. And I have 2 YouTube channels. This one for pointed advice, specific tips, product reviews, and my other slow-paced channel, which is just named after me. It's got my name on it. That one is a little bit more personal and it's definitely a lot slower, but also there are style and travel adventures over there, as well as some really pretty footage of the beach and my cat Gary. If you want to have a chat with me over a hot drink, help me decide what to wear, check it out. I'll link that channel in the description box. It's really important to figure out what you actually do with your time. For your wardrobe to work well, it must actually reflect what you do with your time. Most of your pieces must be able to realistically be worn often enough for them to be worth keeping. Write down the 3 top activities that you spend your time doing. Go in there, look in your wardrobe and see how many of the pieces in your wardrobe actually work for those specific activities. So based on the understanding of what you do with your time, just pull 3 outfits for each of those activities and ask yourself, are you able to make outfits easily? Are you able to make outfits you enjoy? Take note, because this is most likely where the gaps in your wardrobe are. When you do think about what you should add to your wardrobe, you really should be targeting those gaps as your priority. Take note also of any pieces that you particularly love that you do wear in these circumstances. A lot of the time, figuring out your style isn't about reinventing the wheel. I think if you're focusing on trying to have variety, it's going to be more challenging. It's actually easier to purchase more of the things that are similar to what you already know that you love and you find easy to wear. So the second category of activities in style building is to simplify. And I would recommend that you start simplifying your wardrobe based on the following criteria: your values, color, and mood. It's important to know what your wardrobe values are, and they will link in with your life values. If you fantasize about living on a farm and having a very relaxed, soft lifestyle, it's going to be difficult for you to enjoy wearing things that are very structured or constricting. So it's important to ask yourself what you value most in terms of getting dressed. There are so many different ways you could look at it. It could be about feeling luxurious, it could be about feeling elevated, very polished, very produced, or it could be about feeling very comfortable, having good quality things, variety. Look, there are lots of things that I project into these videos that I value, and of course so do other creators, because at the end of the day, each of these videos that you see, they're made by individuals. So our opinions will inherently get built into these videos. It's really important to take a step back from all the noise. And just because I'm telling you it's all about simple style and neutrals and comfort and lack of detail doesn't mean that that's necessarily what you genuinely value. Establish 3 values that you want to focus on in your wardrobe. If I was going to say what mine are, there's definitely an element of luxury, simplicity, and comfort. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. But if you look at my wardrobe and the pieces in my wardrobe, if you head to my other channel, you'll see my wardrobe exemplified many a time. In individual outfits, you can see those values reflected. And that's why my wardrobe is so aligned with me. It's because it's aligned with my values. I get a hit from wearing something that's simultaneously simple, comfortable, and yet somehow a little bit elevated. Establish and decide on an overall mood for your wardrobe. I think one of the key reasons that people, especially if they're a little more mature, if they've been around for a little bit longer, one of the key reasons why people end up with big wardrobes is they just have a lot of confusion when it comes to the kind of mood or genres in their wardrobe. Maybe they're holding on to various phases of life. You don't have to pick a thing, but if you want to develop good style, you will pick a thing. You'll pick a theme, you'll pick a mood. If you hone in, if you focus on one specific mood, it's going to be a lot easier to build a wardrobe that is consistent and that represents where you are. Choose a color theme. Different colors suit different hair colors, different skin tones, different moods, but it's not necessarily all about that. It's also about creating an energy that is specifically yours. Color is an essential part of the puzzle, and it's very important that when you are trying to figure things out, that you be narrow with the selection of colors that you have. Actively wear a limited palette and actively shop for a limited palette. I would say that if you are transforming your wardrobe, you probably don't want to be focusing on more than 3 or 4 different colors. Different shades of the color are allowed. Gray, black, white, they're not colors, but let's just pretend they are colors just to keep this simple. Let's just say that your 3 colors that you choose are gray, green, and beige, okay? I don't know why I chose those. That doesn't mean you can't have different shades of green. It doesn't mean you can't have different shades of beige or different types of gray. I have a recurring question that people ask me, and it's about getting my colors done. I'm not interested in that. It's not for me. I don't want to get my colors done. But if you are someone who is really, really confused and you just have no idea, you cannot decide, definitely go have your colors done. Do it if you are indecisive. Do it if you need guidance, if you need help. Final step of our 3-step process is to commit. And how do we commit? We make decisions and we make rules. You need formulas in your wardrobe. Based on all the factors we've already chatted about, come up with some outfit formulas for those key activities that you spend the most time on. It really pays to be specific at this part of the process. So for example, if you are an office lady, what kind of a shirt are you going to be wearing? Is it going to be fitted? Are you wearing a blazer? If not, then that affects the tops. Are you going to be wearing skirts? Is it trousers that you're more attracted to? Colors. Which are the colors that work best or that are easiest? What sorts of fabrics are you most excited about? I would recommend that for each of the 3 key activities that you spend time on, that you have one solid formula for each of those activities. And don't worry about winter, summer, or these things. Just worry about the season you are in now or that's coming up for the time being. The thing with developing your style or transforming your style is there needs to be practice involved. Whatever planning you're doing, whatever decision making you're doing, it's best that you're just doing that in the current period or for the period of time that's about to come. If you focus on practicing these activities season per season, eventually over a year or maybe 2, you'll start to find your whole wardrobe for all the seasons. Versatility is a really important factor in committing to new wardrobe pieces. What you are trying to focus on purchasing is pieces that can be worn in 2 or 3 different ways. And I know I just said the thing about the seasons, but keep in mind when you do purchase something for the period of time that you're in now, could you potentially layer with this piece? But it doesn't have to just be about the weather. It can be about what you do with your time. If you're going to buy a shirt for work, could you wear it casually? Will that fill in one of your other activity gaps? If you focus on buying less pieces but more versatile ones, it's going to make it easier to narrow down exactly what you like and to practice the aesthetic that you are working with. Finally, make a shopping plan. When I say shopping plan, I generally mean a shopping list, but it can also include things like having a specific budget, how much you are willing to spend on your wardrobe every month, therefore how much you are willing to spend on your wardrobe transformation or building your style. It can also include things like the kinds of places you want to shop and the kinds of places you now refuse to shop. Obviously, also it includes the things that you are actually going to buy. It includes some sort of a shopping list. The shopping list should be composed of things that are most important for the activities that you spend most of your time doing. It can contain things that are gap fillers, if you know that a specific item would connect two pieces together. And as I already said, these pieces should be versatile. I would strongly recommend that for the sake of staying narrow and consistent, focus on a shopping list of no more than 10 items. I mean, 10 items really is a lot. If you get the right 10 items, that can be your wardrobe for a period of time. Look at what you want to purchase as a little capsule wardrobe. That's just going to make life easiest for you. And the other benefit of having a very small shopping list is that you're going to have to, by default, focus on the pieces that are most important, the pieces that will get most use, the pieces that are most crucial to building your style. And as you practice wearing those pieces, you can learn more. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some useful information here. As I already mentioned, you can check out my other channel. I'll see you over there. There's definitely something new over there. I post there every week. Oh, and if you are new here, please do subscribe. No one subscribes anymore. Have some loyalty. Please, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe here or over on my other channel so I can make more content for you in both places. I know it doesn't seem like it does a lot, but it does. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you soon.